Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy CV with another reaction video. This was requested a while ago. This is Carl Barron, Just for Laughs 1. Yeah, let's get this at 50 likes we can. Appreciate you guys, man. Let's do it. Actually, I did 2 Carl video, and they were pretty funny, man. So let's see what this one's about.
No, people don't know what I'm talking about over here. I have to speak really slowly, otherwise people don't understand my accent. You know, like I checked in the hotel, you know. G'day, mate, how you going? He goes, I'm sorry, sir. Hello, how are you? It's like an expression you got over here. You know, you call flip-flops flip-flops.
Oh,
we don't call them that in Australia. We call them thongs.
Yeah.
You know what you call thongs over here? Women's G-strings.
Yeah.
Nobody told me that the first time I got here. In the conversation I was having with this bloke in the street. He go, man, when she bent over you could see a thong. I said, whoopie do. What are you looking at a thong for? He said, it was popping out the top of her jeans. I said, what was popping out the top of her jeans? A thong. A thong was popping out the top of her jeans. What's a freaking thong doing popping out the top of her jeans? He said, no, man, when you look down at jeans you could see a thong. So she must have loose jeans on. I said, by the way, where's the other one? He said, other what? I said, thong, they always come in twos. He said, what do you know about thongs? I said, I'll wear them.
It's funny because I'm watching George Carlin, and he's talking about like how you just change the words and it has a whole different meaning, and I love it because that's what he's doing here. I like bits like this, man, because it just introduces 2 different places and how one thing means something and it can just throw somebody off. He says, I wear them. Don't say that, brother.
He said, what do you know about thongs? I said, I'll wear them. He said, do you? I said, yeah. He said, when? I said, when I'm feeling hot. When it's cold, I put a sock on first and put the thong over that. What's the big deal? My mum wears them, my dad wears them. See, are we talking about the same thing? I said, I don't think so. I had a girlfriend 10 years ago.
Damn.
No, I've had other ones in between that. I'm talking about this particular one.
Oh, I was about
She used
to
to
say,
wake me
damn.
up in the middle of the night and ask me questions, you know, just out of the blue. 3 o'clock in the morning. Carl, what? What? She says, tell me the truth. I said, I'll try. She said, do you find me attractive?
What the fuck?
I said, I can't even see her. I drove her mad. She went crazy because of me. I drove her nuts. She started hallucinating at the end. She started coming home late at night going, Carl, I'm seeing someone else. Huh?
No, Carl, not.
I said, there's no one here, you dickhead. She says, Carl, I'm sleeping with someone else. I said, you're not. It's me. You ever wonder where words come from? I thought about that the other day. I thought, where do words come from? At one point in history, there were no words. We were all just walking around looking at each other going like that.
You know what's funny? I've thought about that so many times. Like, how do we, because like I speak a different language, right? So if I want to say, I had a nice meal tonight, I'll say, hoje minha comida estava sabe, right? If you don't speak my language, all you heard was sabe. But I said the food was great tonight, and good means sabe. You're like, what the heck? You know what I'm saying? So I've thought about this so many times because I speak, 4 other languages, and it's weird. So I get what he's saying. Plus, I just talked about George Carlin, the usage of words. It's funny that he's talking about that right now.
From? I thought about that the other day. I thought, where do words come from? At one point in history, there were no words.
It's just sound.
We were all just walking around looking at each other going like that.
Vibrations.
You know, one day someone went, hey, we need some words. Because words are just noises, right? Like,
Just sounds. Exactly.
That's a noise, but it's not a word. But word is the noise for word.
That is great. You'll get it. That is great. I like that.
Numbers. And you can use noises too. If you ever, you think noise sounds stupid. You know when people talk a lot and they won't shut up and you just want them to go and they won't. You just make a noise and that just gets rid of them. They go, oh really? I go, it's like numbers, 1, 2, 3. Where do we get one from? One. Why is it one? Why wasn't it whoa? It could have been. Two could have been.
I say this all the time.
3 could have been. Would have made that Jackson song a bit different. A, B, C. It's easy as.
Not only is that funny, but Carl, that is the worst moonwalk I've ever seen. I don't know what's his hip, his legs, the back, everything is thrusting. It's like, that's not a moonwalk, my brother. The spin. Oh my God.
Instead of saying 1,000, you could have said. Now we wave with our arms. Looks stupid after a while. Could have been with our legs. G'day, mate. How you going? All right? Instead of saying see you, you might have went. Would have instead of good thanks, you went. Would have been fun walking in the shops these days. G'day, mate. How you going? Give us coffee. Pies, thank you. How many kids you got? I've got. Whatever you have got.
The one sound is hilarious, but it's funny, man. Oh.
Johnny, I've told you times.
I told you 3 times.
Stop playing around. I'll tell your mother. How is your wife, mate? She's pretty. Oh shit! It's 1:30. I better go. Okay, right.
Oh,
thanks a lot.
hey, that. Oh my God. It's the universe sometimes, man. The fact that as the video started, I said George Carlin. I'm watching him, and he did a bit kind of like this about words and language. And I did that last week. It's not on this channel. It's on another channel. Anyways. And then I always ask this question just because I speak a different language. I'm like, people, when I speak my home language, they just hear sounds because language is just sounds and vibration. Because I told my brother a couple weeks ago, I said, look, our language, which is Cape Verdean Creole, when you say the F word, like in English, it's like, okay, it's not a big deal. But when you say it in my language, it comes from the core and it comes out. It has a strong meaning to me. And I know this is going to sound crazy because we're watching comedy, okay? But I'm going to get kind of like, let's focus for a second on this, man, because it's on my mind. I actually think the language that I speak, Cape Verdean Creole, has this sound where it puts me, the more I speak it, the more I feel like I'm centered. My chakra is in line, especially the throat chakra, because when you go to church and you hear like monks or some sort of, I don't know, let's say a gathering and it's religious and people are humming, those hums are just hums, right? But when I speak my language to you, it's just noise. Even when they hum, it's just noise because you don't know it. So I feel like when I speak my language, things just center for me, man. And then when I speak English, it just don't like it. I don't feel the impact in the words so much. It's hard to explain unless you speak another language, man. Like when I speak our language, I feel like it just centers me in a weird way, man. Because in my language, if you're saying like car, right? In English, it's car, but in my language, it's carro. It comes from the belly and it goes up. It's just, and you're releasing this sound. It's just different. I know I sound crazy. This is comedy. I'm sorry. It's on my mind. These are things I think about. These are the conversations I have with, my brothers, friends. I'm sorry. But I thought this was hilarious, man. I love Carl's demeanor. Like, Carl just comes off like uncomfortable, and he's just like so calm, and then he's just like, "What? Okay." Like I love that demeanor about him, and it makes his comedy really funny to me. So I love Carl, man, because it's just and plus the look. He's got the look, and he's bald. He looks like an older gentleman, and he's actually funny. So when you put the look and then his demeanor, you're like, oh no, this is gonna be boring. And then he gives you the I told you. That is hilarious, man. And it's funny because I've thought about this and I've had the conversation about this. Anyways, man, sorry. If there's more, Carl, put in the comment section below, man. Keep your head up as always. Love y'all. Till next time. Language is just noise, man.